Wholeness, beautiful beings, welcome to my channel. I wanted to share this with you. This is a warning, and I just realized this fault within myself, and I didn't even realize that I have been a parasite to others. It's very profound, actually, to me anyway. Nothing new under the sun. Okay, nothing new under the sun at all. What I'm saying has probably been said already, written already, talked about already, criticized and analyzed already. So this isn't like, oh my gosh, this is so brand new. Okay. When you are not whole within yourself, you become parasitic to other people. When you are incomplete within yourself, when you do not know yourself, when you're too afraid or fearful of yourself, when you don't know or you run away from your demons, you ignore your angels, when you are running around externalizing your power, externalizing your egoic nature, you need to eat and to know yourself through another. You need to know yourself and discover yourself through a whole nother body. There's a saying for people, when you happen to be single and alone and you're unmarried and no children or anything, and people automatically feel sorry for you for some weird reason, not knowing you at all, just complete strangers, and they'll make this comment. They'll say, there's somebody for everybody. There's some truth to that to a certain extent. There's somebody. Human beings literally need a body. They need a host to plug into, to discover who they really are. Does that make any sense? I hope I'm clarifying enough for you guys. You actually, when you're so scared to face you, to go to do the inner work, to become whole, to become complete for you, you'll attach yourself to the wrong jobs, the wrong, connections with people, the wrong friendships, just to feel, just to experience the essence of what could be that's within you, because you're too coward or you're not brave enough to meet you. A lot of the times, the most catastrophic events that human beings go through is a gateway and portal to discovering who they really are. When you're going through the most catastrophic event in your life, whether that's illness, heartbreak, loss of some kind, very profound loss, where your world is crumbling, right? That is a portal, a gateway to discovering who you really are. But even with all that, people will still run away from themselves to the point where they are depleted. They hunger for something. They have a hunger for something. They can't put their name on it because it's almost like, okay, here's another example. Life drills a nail on your forehead. Okay? And all of a sudden you're in front of a person and you're like, my head hurts so bad. And this person's looking at you straight into the nail that's drilled. It's hammered right into your forehead. And you're literally looking at them like, oh my God, my head hurts. Oh my God, my head hurts. Completely ignoring that there's a whole nail inside your forehead sticking out. And your companion's looking at you like, I'm so sorry, but I think you have something right in front of your forehead. That's how we ignore ourselves. We deplete ourselves. We harm ourselves through this ignoring. Willful incompetence. That's a phrase that's running all over the internet, which is, I think, is so, it resonates so well with human nature. Willful incompetence. You act like you don't know so that you don't have to do the work. You act like you don't know so that you don't have to face yourself. I've done this. I've done it in more ways than one. I've gotten better over the years, but it wasn't until 15 minutes ago this phrase came to me. We actually can become parasitic, and we're not bad. We're not bad people. I'm not a bad person. But if it's to the point where you don't want to do the work to become complete and whole, you seek it and you'll suck yourself into someone else's energy field, into someone else's heart and mind and body and their life purpose and their karma, good and bad. And you suck all that essence into you, and then you become them, which is false. You're living out someone else's story, and on a parasitic level, and you're not even understanding why. I've done this. It's shown up in a lot of my romantic relationships, unfortunately. It's taken a number of certain experiences in my life that has manifested in the form of personal romantic relationships that I have with others. I just now woke up to this. And it shows up differently for everybody. Maybe your home life, your romantic relationships are perfect, or your marriage, your partnership is you're very happy, but you don't find fulfillment, right, in your career. So you'll attach yourself to the wrong career path, or the wrong position, or the wrong job, or the wrong employer, or the wrong business, reaping the benefits, but still very unfulfilled and unhappy. Because you don't want to take the time to tune in and to do the work, to become whole within yourself, so that you know and you become aware of your needs, wants, desires, priorities, principles, values. I hope this message makes sense. We literally will and it comes to relationships more often than it doesn't, until you break that karmic cycle, until you understand the karmic lesson. And I understand it now. I didn't. And it just dawned on me through this phrase 20 minutes ago. And I started feeling a shift anyway the past few days after the new moon portal closed. So, yeah. And empaths, you latch on to other people. Codependency is a parasitic. It's a problem. And we push all the blame on the narcissist, don't we? We do. I'm the victim. I'm the victim. Look at what they did to me. Look at what you're doing. You've latched yourself onto and it's a lot of it's subconscious. That is what, and that's why I say it's parasitic, because parasites move very, they're very nefarious. You don't see them. Sometimes you can see with the naked eye if you know what to look for. They're quiet. They look almost, they're eyeless and formless almost. And they suck and they take 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 and they take. You can say a narcissist is parasitic as well. I think the codependent and the narcissist, or codependent / empath and the narcissist, are both parasitic to each other. And it's like a little game of who will destroy the other first, or who will destroy themselves first. But the codependent needs a host. It needs a home. It needs someone to latch onto. Codependent will do everything to enable a situation, to control it in their own way. You know? There's a song, you know that I can use somebody. I think that's how it goes, this rock song from years ago. Someone like you. And it's a love song. It's endearing. It's like, you know, a guy's going through a really rough time in his life and bumps into a savior. We all feed off of each other to some extent. Call it narcissism, call it codependency, call it whatever psychological, scientific name, category you want to give it. We all have a tendency to be parasitic. And it's not until you realize that you are whole already. It is a realization when you realize that you are complete. We don't come in this world incomplete, broken. It is the experiences that shape how we perceive ourselves that dictate if we're broken or not. If we're a victim or a warrior or savior. We are shaped by our experiences. We over-identify with our experiences. That feeds this belief that we are incomplete. And if I am incomplete, then I need to find someone who can complete me. Because I'm too weak, I'm too scared, I'm too this, I'm too that to do the work. I don't have the tools to do the work for myself. So you have to lead me. You have to guide my direction in my life. It's almost like in a cult, you know? The guru, right? To bow down to the guru. Everything that the guru speaks is truth. I shouldn't use that because guru is actually a very sacred word, but I mean the cult leader, okay? I don't want to demonize a word like that. Guru is much older than the word cult. Guru is a spiritual teacher, a real spiritual teacher. But a cult-like leader uses psychological manipulation, okay? The guru, a true guru, will always turn you back to yourself. Literally, the right guru, well, where's my mirror? The right guru literally they'll say, teacher, show me the way. And the guru's like, boop, holding a mirror back to you. See your own reflection. Don't feed off me. Realize that you are whole, my dear viewers. Please realize that you are already complete. The illusion is your perception of your experiences that you have experienced. No joke. I'm like, oh my God. I look back, I'm like, oh, I've been parasitic. Literally. Oh my God. Because you're thinking, empaths always, okay, we can be a little self-righteous sometimes. They're always like, oh, I'm so loving, I'm so sensitive, and I'm just so innocent. I'm not the one feeding. They're feeding off me. I feel so depleted. No, you feel so depleted because you haven't made the space or had the space or created the space to get to know you, to realize that you are whole enough to where you don't need to put up with abuse. You don't need to put up with mistreatment. You don't need to put up with crap. That you are strong enough. Really. You don't need it. thinking back to all my, because I just realized my karmic lessons, majority of my karma is through romantic relationships. So like, why aren't these freaking relationships working out? What is it in me that's broken? Nothing. It is my perception of the experiences that I've experienced. That's what shapes my self-perception. Thus, if I've had in those experiences where they broke me per se, or they made me feel bad about myself, or they just demonized my reality, everything is bad, or that's in turn, that's how I begin to visualize myself. And it's scary to start peeling down the layers, So that's what I wanted to share. I'm surrounded by parasites, you're surrounded by parasites. It's a very parasitic reality we live in. Even our devices are physical manifestations of a parasitic reality that human beings live in. How much time do you take staring at the screen? And it's just sucking your energy. Even with this video. Hey, I'm not putting myself on a pedestal. No, I'm not doing that. So that's what I really wanted to say. Like, you are whole. You are already complete. But if you feel that you are not whole within yourself, you will become parasitic. And you will want to eat or attach yourself to somebody who, let's say, makes more money than you, looks better than you, seems more spiritual than you are. We attach ourselves to things that we believe that we are not. Because we believe in some way, if I attach myself to this situation or this person or this ideology, I'll become it. You are whole. We are whole. All is whole. Free yourself from your limited perception of yourself. That is the key. Don't feed off of other people. Know that you are constantly being fed by the Most High, Spirit, God, Source, Deity, whatever you call, whatever you're connected to. Because this isn't just for one religious group or spiritual group over another, this message. This is for everybody. Free yourself. We are born complete and we leave this world complete. And the only reason why there's so much suffering is to rediscover that we are born complete and we die complete. That's all. Let me know what you think. That's it. See you next time.